Good morning, Academy 55. It's Thursday morning, the 8th of August, 2024. It's now 5 to 8 in the morning. And as you can see, I am in a trade already at the moment. The reasoning being is because yesterday, while I was introducing myself to you lot, didn't take the buy that was available for us about 3 or 4 minutes to 8 yesterday. So being trades tend to do things historically, my thinking was that we're going to have a longer term buy, especially as price just went above this area here. And we have a large bit of imbalance on the 4 hourly here. And my thinking is that price is going to go and tap into that. Could be wrong. But at the moment, as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stop loss to my entry now, because if it comes down to fill out that imbalance, my stop loss is away, so I have a risk-free trade for the rest of it. And if it comes down and wipes me out, that's no problem. I can take another trade with you guys anyway. But we're heading into the imbalance here. By the way, make sure you have your trade assistant switched on. We will carry on doing a demo if this is successful. A little bit more of a push, and I'm there. But wouldn't be surprised if price comes down to look at those imbalances and maybe beyond as well. But we'll see. In actual fact, if it does get up there again, I will be prepared to close the trade if it does, because that might be a new significant area there. But usually a new significant area is about 50, which is up there. That is another area, a psychological area. So let's see what happens on this final bit of trade. That is over 1% now. Being patient, waiting for it to get to 2%. That's what I'll do. But all the time, maybe expecting price to come down to these and fill out these imbalances. It's a perfectly natural thing for price to do. But at the same time, it's cutting into the 4 hourly imbalance that I drew up for myself earlier on. Nice to see so many people on this morning. By the way, if you've got your trade assistant up and going, make sure your risk to reward is in purple, your lot calc is in purple. You've got the all-important 1% risk going there, and that is in purple, so you can close trades at any time. But I could be with commit. Right, okay, good. No, we're on the 8 o'clock candle now. Which way does London want to take it? Do they want to stall for a little while? Hopefully I'll go and get me 2%, but it's in the balance at the moment whether I get nothing or 2%, because indecision, indecision, indecision. And all the time I'm creating these imbalances here. When do they want to fill out these imbalances? Hopefully they'll want to go further up before addressing those imbalances and go deeper into this imbalance here. But I'm in the I'm in the realms of either getting nothing or 2%. That's how precarious it is for me at the moment. But either way, I'm not going to lose any money. And I won't be disappointed if it comes down and well, of course I'll be disappointed, but I still haven't lost any money. I've protected my equity at all costs. So a final bit of push and I would have got my 2%, but we will carry on anyway and look at the trading regardless, even if I do get my 2%. One final bit of push and I'm there. In fact, I'm going to there we go. So 2% for me. So let's look at the 5-minute time frame. And part of the reasoning for that as well is we've already been in a buy zone down here. And the next sell zone is not until up here. So, and we've got this imbalance that I can see here that was drawn up on the 4-hourly. I'll actually show that now. So get rid of the indicators just for the minute. Go up on the 4-hourly. On the 4-hourly time frame. And here is that imbalance that I was on about on that candle, 4-hourly candle there. It's actually gone up a bit now, but I'll readjust in a minute. And these are support and resistance lines that I drew up on the 4-hourly ages ago. I haven't drawn any new ones up. This is actually the highest it's been for quite a while up here. And it looks like they still want to drive up. Go back to the 5-minute time frame again. So the next one, the next trade that I can take, well, I won't be taking a trade because I've already got my 2%. And after missing out yesterday and then waiting all that time yesterday, and it came down to about 0.7, 0.8% yesterday, if you remember. And then it came back and took us out with the volatility of everything that was going on yesterday. I'm quite happy with that personally, but I appreciate that you guys may not have done that. So we will hang on and re-examine, and I'll paper trade with you a sell. I'll even put the MT4 on and tell you where I would place a trade if one comes to fruition. But I won't actually place the trade myself because I've got my 2%. And the reason behind that is I don't want to be prone to over trading maintain a zen, well, I don't like using the word zen, but it's a relaxed state, not getting carried away with the 2% win and then wanting more and more and more. Not that I do that, but I'm doing this for you guys. That's not the way we want to do this. We want people to be relaxed in their decision making and have a good examination of what price is doing at that particular time. Now, this is why I was maybe tempted to close the trade out when it was there again, because it's hovering around this line now. So for me, it's obviously found importance in that line. So rather than stay in the trade, but I recognize the fact we are actually in a balance area. So let's go on the 15-minute time frame. We can raise this above bit now. That's the imbalance. That's the new imbalance area there. Now put the alerts on. It does help. The indicator on it does help. Now you may ask yourself, if I'm not convinced that price is going to want to come in and mitigate that imbalance, why don't I just, instead of just going after 2%, go higher? Because price will do what it's going to do. Yes, it needs to fill out that imbalance, but when it does that, it's entirely up to them. I mean, now London's opened, there might be millions of pounds more of stop losses down here, and they'll think, you know what, let's go down and get that for ourselves, and then come up and take the imbalance. We don't know the timing of these things, and like we always have done the mindset training, 2% is all you need. 1 or 2 trades a day, and come back refreshed the next day. So that's indeed is where I'm at, because as you can see, it's now pushing on down. So let's draw up a scenario for a sell, because it's tapped into the imbalance now. But like I say, it doesn't mean it has to do it all one fell swoop. This is 4-hourly imbalance, so there's a lot of imbalance to equalize. And there might be a news item later on where they'll just go zoop and take it out in one fell swoop. They might plan to do that. That is a possibility. But the short one now, this is our scenario for a short. Keeping 2 pips away, which is there. And drags your 2-to-1 down to there. Right, let's go on the keeping a respectful 2 pips away. Like I said, I won't push the buttons, but I'll let you know when I would have pushed, because we got the purple line here, and as you can see, price is above the purple line, so we've got a buy price going on. So this is what's termed as a retrace trade. Indeed, there is one. So we're very near taking obviously we've got to get the sell alert and the trend line to turn red as well, if it will. So I'm keeping 2 pips away. That SL20 means 2 pips. If I move it up there, it's now 2.5. Do it floating, not locking anything in at the moment. I'll do that. There we go. Make sure you get your 1% to 2% gain. But obviously we need the sell alert. The red ribbon is starting to turn red. The wave is red. Waiting for a red trend line and a red sell. We have got little bits of imbalance down here, which is good for us, in case they wish to, and down here, a little bit of imbalance. So price may get down to the purple line. We're here ready and waiting just in case we do get a bit of a surge down. We haven't got the alert yet, which is all important. Can't do nothing without the alert. Like I say, nice to see so many people of you on today. Rather drizzly old Cornwall. That's where I am at the moment. But then again, this weekend, we will be getting summer back, albeit maybe briefly. Funny old year, in more ways than one. But right, so getting ready to maybe participate in a sell, waiting for the sell alert. I'm guessing when price gets down here, we'll get that sell alert, if indeed that's what happens. Waiting for the trend line to turn red. And it all could happen very, very quickly. Both things, the alert and the trend line turning red. Like I said, I'll let you know if I push it. In actual fact, what I could do, I will lessen the amount. So 0.25. So I'm only going 0.25%. Let's do it properly. I shouldn't be taking a trade really, but 2.5. So I'm only going 0.25%. If one presents itself. But we go up to 1%, so it should be one in there for you guys. But we'll take this one with you. So I'm only risking 0.25%. We haven't got the alert yet. And here's where I want to stop my stop loss all the time. Obviously, the distance between stop loss and entries is extending. Sell is just presenting itself in the trade. And luckily, what would be your 2%, but for me is 50%, is on the purple line. And look down there. Lots of bunching up down there. So again, I'm in the trade with you guys, but I'm only going after a smaller amount because I've already done my 2%. And we've got the sell, red trend line, red wave. And if it comes down and wipes us out, so be it, no big deal. You can trade one more time today. But if it wins, that's you done for the day. So let's draw this up on TradingView. I've already done that magically. Did I do that earlier? I must have done. So that's indeed where we got in. That doesn't look right. Oh yeah, I give myself a bigger stop loss, didn't I? Let's have a look. So stop loss is on the purple line, isn't it? So how does that work then? Ah, that's right. Is it? Hang on. Ah, I see what I've done. So that a little bit more of a gap. So therefore the 2% is down. That's better. So there we go. So I've already got my 2%, but I'm in this one with you guys for me personally, I will get a lose 1/4%. If it loses, if it wins, I get 0.5%. Because as I explained earlier on, I went 0.25. What's going on there? So there's the MT4 version, and there is the TradingView version. I'm going to open the chat up in case anybody's got any questions of what they've seen. Just this morning, please. No other questions. We have Steve with the admin and all that. He does a really great job answering other technical questions and all sorts of things like that. So if you do have any other questions, please look in the fact first, the FAQ, like we showed you just yesterday. It's in your back office. And if you can't find it there, you can submit a support ticket. But if you have any questions about what you've seen this morning so far, please write them in the chat area. Otherwise, we'll just watch this one play out, whatever way it's going to play out. Ian Orford has a question. Morning, David. On your previous trade, your stop loss was halfway between the trend and the wave. Right. Oh, as we lose that trade, unfortunately. The trade has lost us. So that's rather unfortunate, but not to worry. It's only a 1% loss. You guys can trade again. One more time. Right, getting back to the question. Yeah, if you notice, I've got a 2.2%, 2.2 pip stop loss. And what I was looking at is, at the time, let's get this tool. Where is that tool? Sorry, I apologize. I've used it for a while. Oh, sorry, it doesn't matter. Right. If you noticed, waiting patiently for the buy, it had to be above the trend to get in. But I realized that there was, first of all, it's only, I give most trades at least a 2% between entry and stop loss. And I noticed there was imbalance there in case price came down to mitigate that imbalance. And indeed, as you can see, luckily for me, I was just kept away from it because the price did come down to mitigate that imbalance. And then price luckily came and gave me my 2%. So if I'd have gone within the imbalance, I would have been just taken out. So that's my kind of reasoning for that. I mean, otherwise, technically, price should have gone on the trend line, but I know there was imbalance underneath that. So therefore, give it 2%, which is there, which then is my 2, and right, just there is, in actual fact, is 2%, and it's right on the line. I don't think I would have got the take profit either because of commissions and whatever. I think price would have had to be up there for me to get the 2%. But let's put it back to where it was. If you want to ever put things back, just go. Does it work? Yeah, it does. There we go. That's where I was. So thank you, Ian. Ian says thank you for that. Raj, love this system. Takes very little time. Be great when I'm fully set up. 90% there. Well done, Raj. Keep going. Are there any videos on explaining imbalances? Right. Okay. So yes, there are. So that reminds me rather timely.
Hi, this is Steve with a very short video to show you where to get the training for the indicators and tools we use inside Academy 55. So once you're logged into the members area, you'll see in the premium dashboard this section that's entitled Start Learning. And if you click here, that'll take you through to the learning library. Now, we'll say at this point, we highly recommend you watch each of these videos 2 or 3 times to get a full understanding of how everything works. Here you'll find tutorials on using the MT4 Trade Assistant and how to use the MT4 platform with the Trade Assistant. This is the longest video you'll find inside the platform. It's around 30 minutes long, well worth your time. Watch the video once, then maybe write a few questions down that you might have for yourself and watch the video for a second time, and things will really start to make sense. By the time you watch it 3 times, you'll fully understand how everything works. So that's the longest video. It's about 30 minutes long, well worth your time. And then you can jump into individual trainings here for how to remove indicators. These videos are just a couple of minutes long. How to move MetaTrader around like you can in TradingView, Trading Assistant controls, how to do back testing in TradingView, how to draw vertical lines to mark out your hour, and so much more. And by the time you watch this video or see this video, there might be other trainings in this section. But everything here is well worth your time, and you find that, as I said a moment ago, from the main dashboard in the Start Learning section. Now, one more thing just to mention here. If you're looking for anything in particular, if you come down to the support name of FAQs, click on Get Support, and in this area you'll find a detailed FAQ section, and you can come through here. For example, if you're looking for an answer to a question about MetaTrader, have a look through these, and once you click through you'll find direct links to videos that give you answers to most of the questions that we get asked on a regular basis. So hopefully you found this useful, and back to your further training.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. So there you go, Raj. Have a look in there. I think there's one in there about imbalances. And like Steve said, try and look at each video 2 or 3 times. Why? Because the first time you look at it, and then you might have questions in your head afterwards. And the second time you see it, the question you had in your head might, you will get your question answered maybe, and you'll also understand a little bit more. And the third time, just for confirmation, really. So that's a good lesson, not just for seeing our videos, but any other videos externally you might be seeing on YouTube or anything like that about trading. Watch them for a while, and then fully grasp it. But just a quick summary. Let's go on the 5-minute time frame. It's going to be no more trading for me today. I'm going down and putting that as a 2% win into my journal. I'll just quickly show you my journal. So I drag. This is for you guys to watch us look at as well. This is the trade from yesterday with a 1% loss. Let's have a look at, you can look at the screenshot. So let's have a look at this screenshot. Unfortunately, we took the sell. Had to wait for two pip, and I remember saying at the time, if we get down to the purple line, which logically I thought it was going to do, I would then put my stop loss to break even. But unfortunately, this area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on this 1.0187 doesn't mean nothing to me as a number, but it obviously does to them. That's a pretty important line for them, and we didn't manage to break that, and unfortunately it went back up. But today, so what I'm going to do right now, put it back on the minute time frame, and I was just educating you guys with that one, so I'm going to take that one out. I'm not going to include that because I wasn't intended to take a trade, and I lessened the numbers to 0.25% anyway. So for me, I'm happy with my 2%, which is there. So what I do is I go hit the take a snapshot, open link, then I just took it away, didn't I? Or did I? No. Then I go to and put the link in there, paste. So it won, and it was a buy, and it won, and I won 2%. I'll put 2 in there. It's on the EUR USD, and it was 8 to 9 this morning. And the date for that was a Thursday. So, as you can see down below, we've won 1% over, but we have a very small target to go for each month. I try to get up to 10, 12%, whatever it'll be. So very, very doable targets. And as you can see, just like, there we go, that's a screenshot of the days. And that's in the back office for you guys to look at and take and use as your own trading journal. I fully endorse using the trading journal and putting your own trading journal. And once again, and even here, putting comments for yourself. How did you feel about the trade? What was maybe what you were looking for? What points you were looking for? And over time, you can look at these comments and then learn a lot more from them. And especially the ones that lost, have a look at the ones you've lost and think to yourself, what would I have done different if I'd have taken the trade this time by back testing and all that good stuff. But that's it for me today. See you guys again tomorrow. And any more final questions? I'll wait a couple of minutes just in case there is. But I do encourage you guys to back test as much as you can. And again, the learning how to do that Steve showed you is in the back office. And also keep a journal. I do encourage you to do that as well, so you can keep on tabs on how you are actually doing. Right, one final. Raj says, great, thanks, great session. I'll see if I can get my trade assistant sorted now. Well done, Raj. Yeah. So with that being said, thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Cheers for now. Bye.